What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Room 442 build up this morning. There's so much going on in the world of
It's
football.
unbelievable, actually.
Like every morning I wake up and I check everything, and it's like 7 new squads have released their rosters.
Yeah.
So biggest news, France came out yesterday with their squad. And then overnight we saw USA, Germany, Morocco, Cameroon, England, Belgium.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
What do you think of that France team?
That attack is spicy.
The attack is nice, but that midfield...
I don't hate Camavinga and Tchouaméni as much as everyone else. Also, Rabiot.
No, I'm not saying I hate them. I love Camavinga. I'm
Yeah.
a big Camavinga guy, but it's so inexperienced.
Well, you think Camavinga,
And
Tchouaméni,
it's not,
and
like-
Rabiot is a bad midfield?
No, it's not bad. I think it's going to be Tchouaméni and Rabiot. Because Deschamps seems to really like Rabiot in that role.
Oh,
And
he loves
Tchouaméni
Rabiot. We play him
is
now.
starting for Real Madrid in that midfield. You have Camavinga come off the bench, but then behind that, who do you have? Jordan Vertu?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just not deep. There's no true holding midfielder in that
Yeah.
midfield as well. The attack is ridiculous. You have, the front three is probably going to be Benzema, Dembele, and Griezmann. And
then
behind you have Nkunku in there. I get
you have
you.
Olivier Giroud, who's
Olivier
always going to score a
Giroud.
goal for France.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about the attack, but I really don't think that France wins the World Cup with that midfield.
I don't think France wins the World Cup anyways, even with Pogba and Conte.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't been playing, I don't know, well. They haven't been playing as a team.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, individually, they're such a good squad, but they haven't been playing well since they kind of won the World Cup. I feel like it's been a slow kind of just...
Yeah.
But listen, they're going to be a fun team to watch.
I think so.
Quickly, let's just touch on USA.
Mm-hmm.
No Pafok, Pepe, Stefan, or Brooks. USA doesn't look that enticing to me. They don't look that strong.
Yeah. Well, we saw them a lot in the CONCACAF, right? And they did not look great.
Yeah,
Canada,
they're just-
obviously the best team coming out of CONCACAF, but it's not the same U.S. team. They feel like they're in a bit of a transitional period. I think that's what's going on. But
Yeah.
they still have some threats. I mean, you look at Christian Pulisic. Okay, he doesn't play that much for Chelsea, but he's still a threat going forward. Gio Reyna.
Gio Reyna is definitely
the
the
two
one.
big missing names that caught the attention of USA supporters was Zach Steffen, especially in goal.
Mm-hmm.
You would think he'd be one of the three, but they decided to go with Matt Turner, I think, as their number one instead. And then Ricardo Pepe, who moved, I think he was at Augsburg and then moved to
The team with a G. They're
Groningen
yeah.
in Holland, right? And he's not doing too bad. 5 goals and 2
Yeah.
assists, but left off the team. And Stu Holden tweeted, it wasn't Stu Holden, Jimmy Conrad tweeted out, who's a big USA supporter, saying he was shocked that Pepe wasn't in that
A
team.
lot of people were shocked Pepe wasn't there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's, I mean, listen. It's,
USA is not a team too many people are concerned about.
yeah, I wouldn't be either. I mean, I don't even have them going out of my groups. I mean, out of the group in my bracket.
Really?
So. No, Iran's going to go with England. It's going to be great.
Okay.
Germany released their squad too. No Royce again. This guy is cursed.
Yeah, poor guy. I mean, he's been hurt for so long, right?
Like constantly, and it's always seems to be like just before a major tournament. We saw it with the Euros. We saw it with the 2014 World or the 2018 World Cup. Actually, wasn't he out of the 2014 as well?
He hasn't been in the team since 2017.
Okay, yeah. So then it was the previous Euros. But
Let's
yeah,
talk about that German team.
yeah.
The defense.
Looks bad.
That's
the
probably
defense
that's their biggest weakness.
Okay, let me read out who we have for their defense.
They
'cause
took
it's-
Carrera from West Ham. Like, if you've been watching West Ham this year, he is not, and he's more comfortable as a center back, but for Germany, he's been filling in the right back. That's where their big issues are, wing back, full back.
Yeah.
They don't have anything there.
They have Bella Kochup, Southampton.
Which I love. I don't think he'll start, but he's a really good center back.
Ginter and Gunter, both from Freiburg. Kerr from West Ham. Klosterman, Leipzig, and Raum.
Yeah.
Rudiger, Real Madrid. Schlotterbeck, Dortmund. And then, of course, Nicolas Sule, Dortmund.
That'll probably be Schlotterbeck and Rudiger, I think, as their...
Yeah, you
Center
have
back
to.
pairing.
They're going to be... I feel like they're just putting so much pressure on these two, though. Because, yeah, the rest of their defense is just... It's so... And it sounds really bad, but it's just so mediocre.
What's your expectation?
I
got out of the
haven't
group.
had a lot. Yeah, I think they got out of the group. They should. But I haven't been feeling Germany has been that good for a very long time now. There are so many, like, you have young players like Musiala and Mukuku who are great and in the future will run this team. But I think they're still kind of like they're in that in-between phase as well, that transitional phase where they're these, older guys that they're still relying on, and then these younger guys. How well are they all going to play together?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Spain and Germany are in the same group. The last time they played was in November, and Spain spanked them 6-1. And a lot of the same players were playing.
It's not a bad midfield, though. Kimmich
The
and
midfield
Musiala.
is... I hope... You know what, though? I do hope Musiala has a tournament because he is so fun to watch.
Sané, Havertz, Gnabry. I mean, Sané's not 100%, but if he can be close to it, that's a pretty good attack.
We saw no Timo Werner.
Yeah.
He was left out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess who do you put?
I think Werner's out until the new year.
Yeah. Like, would you even? I don't know. Their attack's pretty good, but no Mats Hummels either. I know he's old, but like I don't know. I feel like you'd still bring him.
Hansi Flick clearly prefers certain players. I mean, you have to. I mean, Rudiger's probably your number one center back.
100%. Oh, without a doubt.
And then you're probably swapping between Sule and Schlotterbeck. So I understand why he's not there. I mean, from a depth perspective, maybe you want him there, but his form hasn't been great.
All right, let's talk about England really quick because they just announced their squad. About
no
like
big surprises.
I think the biggest surprise is Tomori, and the internet is breaking over the fact that he's not there. And I do really feel bad for him. He just won Serie A with Milan. He's been playing really well for this squad. You were telling me this. Is it just the fact that there's just not enough space for him? Like, it has something to do with his talent?
I don't know if there's not enough space. There's a loyalty thing with Gareth Southgate, and I think it's a lot. Honestly, I think it's out of sight, out of mind. He doesn't play in the Premier League. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but is that...
I don't know if that's the case. That's just my assumption.
Yeah.
But he really... I mean, Southgate was just talking about Harry Maguire just before or just after the squads were announced. And he's like, listen, he's one of our best center backs, and he's one of the players who've been there, have gone deep, and understands what it takes. So that's he's relying on that, which I understand as well.
Yeah. We also we saw Mr. James Maddison make the squad after James, myself, and you were talking about him on
Tuesday. He
Tuesday.
made the case based on the way he's been playing.
I mean, no, I'm really happy. Are we going to see him play? I mean...
I don't think he starts.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he starts, but he's definitely coming off the bench. It's just a great option to have. He gives the team something different. They don't have that type of 10, that type of playmaker. And I think if he's in the 11, or at least comes off the bench, when Harry Kane's out there, Kane doesn't need to necessarily drop as deep.
Yeah.
Right? You want Kane in the box. That's exactly what you want. I think Maddison allows him to do that. Calvin Phillips called up, which I find very interesting. He made a little cameo yesterday.
Wilson as well. How do you feel about those two?
It was between... You needed a backup 9. So it was between Callum Wilson and Ivan Toney.
A bit of scandal going on with Ivan Toney.
Yeah, I wonder if that played a part into...
I think it did.
But Callum Wilson, he's so good. I mean, this is just a guy... He just hasn't been healthy, but now he is. But I like the fact that they brought him up. They needed that backup 9, and now they have it.
Yeah. Let's look into some matches that are going to be happening today. Carabao Cup, which was bananas. No Spurs, no Arsenal, no Chelsea, no West Ham.
Yeah.
It's game over. Liverpool honestly shouldn't have made it through. Barely did.
Kelleher again.
He's
a good keeper.
He's apparently their best keeper for penalties.
He's done in cup matches. Did last season too.
Yeah. No, good for him. Good for him. But I mean, Liverpool were shocking. Villa and United today.
Yeah.
Promises to be a good one. I mean, I guess we're going to see who United play, who they don't, in terms of obviously the World Cup, but...
I'm going to lean towards Villa, because if you're looking at both teams, who has more representation at the World Cup?
Yeah.
It's Manchester United.
Yeah.
You look at Villa, okay, who's going to the World Cup? Off the top of my head, okay, you have Emi Martinez in goal, which in a cup match this early is probably not going to...
won't play.
Well, it depends with Emery, right? Emery loves cup tournaments. Even he mentioned it when he was at... Villarreal, that how much he appreciated League Cups and Copa del Rey. So he's going to probably go hard in this competition. Why wouldn't you? Coutinho's, I don't know if he's fit, but he's probably going to play a role. He's not going with Brazil.
Yeah.
One of the players who played well under Emery so far is Leon Bailey, Jamaica.
Yeah.
He's not going. Danny Ings isn't going. Ollie Watkins isn't going. John McGinn isn't going.
Yeah, no, most of their squad isn't going.
Right? So they can probably start a really good squad.
At Old Trafford, though. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at Spurs, right? Perfect example. They started a strong squad, but Harry Kane was out there. He played 50 minutes and did absolutely nothing. Pep, you said it. Pep came out and said, these players have one eye on the World Cup. I think a lot of them have more than one eye on the World Cup. I'm not expecting any of these guys who are a week away from achieving their dream to go into 50-50s.
Carabao Cup, round 3 playoffs.
Even this weekend, Sarah,
this weekend I think is going to be don't bet on it. Don't touch anything.
Put yourself in their shoes. If you're a player, you're 1 week out.
No.
from playing at the World Cup. It's your dream. That is the biggest dream for any football. I feel like if you were to ask 100 of them, 99 would say playing in the World
100%.
Cup.
I'm already Messi. I'm out. I'm at the door. I've already left.
I know.
Like, if I could, I would. If most players could, I think they would also already be
I think so.
out. So, yeah, no, I think, but I'm sure it'll be a good game. And I'd be happy to see Aston Villa win and Unai Emery. Another one.
I think
Lastly,
he starts Ronaldo. That's the big one, always. Or Ronaldo's like, no, I got a niggle.
yeah,
That's
I don't
the
know.
best
I
one.
think
Everyone's got a
Ronaldo
little,
at this, I don't know. I don't even
That's
think
how
Ronaldo.
I'd walk into the dressing room this
Yeah,
morning.
just, my knee's acting
Coach,
up
sorry.
today. Yeah, just. I don't think Ronaldo's gonna play. No, I don't think so. I think he's over it. We know he's over it. And yeah, like you said, a Carabao Cup round 3 playoff match. Sure, against Villa, but you're playing.
You're going to get the babies today.
Yeah, Portugal plays what, like next Wednesday?
Yeah,
or something
like
like that. Like, so.
Week
Yeah, I
out,
don't know.
Week out.
Quickly, La Liga, Real Madrid take on Cadiz, Barcelona 5 points clear. Big match for them. Santiago Bernabeu, though, Real has to win this
But how
game.
shocking was that loss to Rayo, though?
It wasn't that shocking because
no.
Rayo are good.
I know. 3-2.
Yeah, Rayo take on Celta Vigo today. I expect them to win. But no, I think, you know what, listen, Real, though, were also unbeaten in La Liga until that point. These teams are going to eventually lose a match here and there. I don't think that means Real is a bad team whatsoever. And I think Barcelona needs to hold on to the gap because it's not going to last for long. And in fact, I think after today, it will go back to being 2 points.
Okay.
But I don't know. Let's see. Anything can happen. Cadiz is...
I want to see some more Falcao, though. Not
Yeah,
enough
but also,
Falcao.
question then. Who is Real? Who's playing for Real today?
That's true.
Because
that's very true. That's a big point.
that-
Yeah, it's
their
not just the
whole-
Premier League, right? It's every other league.
This is a La Liga game. This
I
is a
know.
Copa del Rey. So
It's a big game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we will see a very strong starting side, though, for Real because they know what's at stake here and they want to close that gap as much as they can before
These
they
club
go.
managers, they're not going to care.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No, not
right?
a vote.
You got to play for the team. You got to
Yeah.
play now.
Yeah.
If Benzema was, if he was ready, if he didn't have this left thigh discomfort, he'd be in that team today.
Yeah, we'll see. It should be good. But yeah, so much football, guys. So much is going on. We'll keep you posted. Today's show, we're covering even more squad depth, what's happening there. Albert will be talking to a football journalist from Belgium regarding their squad, and we'll talk more Carabao Cup and all those cup sets.